Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my boyfriend because his friends got him a piñata that looked exactly like me? I'm a 22-year-old woman, and my boyfriend and I had been together for a year and 8 months. We attended different universities in neighboring cities, about 45 minutes apart, but we made the relationship work. At least, I thought we did. My boyfriend was in a fraternity, which becomes important later. For his birthday, we went out to dinner together on Friday night. Everything seemed normal. We celebrated, had a good time, and afterward, I headed back to my university since I lived on campus. The next evening, I was scrolling through Instagram when I clicked on a mutual friend's private story. What I saw immediately caught my attention. There was my boyfriend surrounded by a group of his friends, and they were all hitting and stomping on a piñata. As I clicked through the rest of the story, I realized it must have been some kind of surprise birthday party for him. That confused me because he had told me that dinner with me was his only birthday plan. But then I got to the last slide. The camera zoomed in on the piñata, and my stomach dropped. The piñata looked exactly like me. It had my hair color, my skin tone, even my septum piercing. There was absolutely no doubt in my mind that it was supposed to be me. I was shocked. I screen recorded the story and messaged the friend who had posted it. I simply asked, "Was that supposed to be me?" She left me on read. Then she removed me from her private story. That pretty much confirmed what I already suspected. The next day, I texted my boyfriend and casually asked how his party went. He acted confused. He claimed he never had a party. Now I was even more confused because I had literally seen the videos. I told him I saw everything on our mutual friend's story. After that, he stopped responding completely. An hour later, he finally texted back and admitted there had been a surprise party, but he said it was a fraternity tradition not to talk about it. That explanation didn't sit right with me. So I asked him directly about the piñata. I sent him the video. His response? He claimed it wasn't me. According to him, it was just some random piñata his friends had found. I told him to stop lying. It was obviously supposed to be me. I explained how hurt I was that he would allow his friends to do something like that. His only excuse was that he would supposedly get kicked out of the fraternity if he didn't go along with it. Then I brought up another issue. If this was a surprise birthday party, why wasn't I invited? I was only 45 minutes away, and I already knew women were there because I had seen them in the videos. One of the people posting stories was a woman. There were multiple women at the party. So why was I excluded? After that, he stopped responding entirely. A full day passed without any contact. At that point, I started seriously considering ending the relationship. This wasn't even the first time I had caught him lying, but this felt different. Watching him and his friends laugh while destroying a piñata made to look like me was honestly disturbing. And the more I thought about it, the less I could imagine moving in together after graduation like we had planned. The entire situation made me question who he really was. Update: a few days later, he finally texted me back. After disappearing for over a day, he admitted the truth. The piñata was supposed to be me, but according to him, it was just a joke. He claimed it was meant to be funny. I told him there was nothing funny about it. It was disrespectful, immature, and honestly disturbing. So I ended the relationship. I told him I wasn't going to stay with someone who thought humiliating me for entertainment was acceptable. The moment I made it clear that I was done, he completely changed his attitude. He started begging. He apologized over and over. He told me he didn't want to lose me, but I had already made my decision. Then things somehow got even worse. When he realized I wasn't taking him back, he sent me a video. In the video, he was making out with our mutual friend. Yes, the same mutual friend connected to the party. I honestly have no idea what he hoped to accomplish by sending it. Maybe he wanted to hurt me. Maybe it was some final act of spite. But at that point, I didn't care anymore. If anything, it confirmed that I had made the right decision. Everything suddenly made sense. The lies, the secrecy, the party, the mutual friend. I finally saw him for who he really was, an immature person who had no respect for me or our relationship. I immediately blocked him, and yes, it became pretty clear that he had been cheating. Looking back, I'm grateful I found out before we moved in together. What felt devastating at first ended up saving me from making a much bigger mistake. I also decided to send the video evidence to the university. I don't know if they'll do anything about it, but I felt it was worth reporting. For now, I'm moving on and focusing on myself. And honestly, after everything that happened, I feel relieved that he's no longer part of my life. So tell me, am I the a-hole?